Hi everybody, Monster Balisong here for another review. This is sort of a part 2 to my Kershaw Lucha review. Please tell me in the comments if it's Luca or Lucha. I've heard both. I think it's Luca. Apparently everybody thinks it's Lucha. But this is what we're going to be looking at today. The Lucha with Flytanium handles on it. Fly tie. And it is a gorgeous butterfly knife. Fixes all of the problems of the original Lucha. The weight problem, the problem of the handles being too slippery. One thing it doesn't fix is that the handles are still a bit too square, in my opinion. But I fitted this with the titanium handles and with also the ceramic bearings. I don't know if you can see them in there just a little. And it is a completely different knife. This review is going to be a bit quick because I have basically reviewed this knife before. This is just more of a review with the different handles. So the pros, or I'll get with the cons first. There's a couple. First con is the price. This knife is $145 for the handles, $13 for the bearings, $100 for the base knife. And that is about 260 plus bucks depending on tax and where you get it. And for the handle price alone of $145, you can purchase an Atropos spy knife. I love this knife. I keep advertising it. I'm not sponsored. I just think its value is amazing. So going off the price alone, I think this is worth more than just these handles. Another issue is raw titanium sometimes. If you don't finish it, which this is unfinished titanium, if your hands get a little sweaty or clammy, they do stick. They tend to stick, so sometimes, it won't happen right now because they're not that sticky, but sometimes if you're doing a lot of movements, your hands are going to kind of stick to the handles. And then, so these two titanium knives, the Benchmade 42, has a bit of a brushed finish to it, so that evades that. This has like a, I don't know what this type of finish is, stonewash. This gets rid of that stickiness. Right here it is sticky, but it's only in the middle, so it doesn't affect flipping. And then the third gripe I have with this is the handles are just a little bit too boxy and square. So doing things like choker fans, trying to spin it between your fingers like this, it's not quite round enough to do those kind of tricks. But the positives are plenty, nonetheless. I think it looks beautiful. I think it's more beautiful than the original Lucha, even though that was a nice looking knife. The weight is ideal. I don't have a scale exactly, but I think I'm gonna guess it's between 4.7 and 5.1 ounces, just a guess. Feels like it's around this, but lighter, and this is a great knife. Somewhere near the replicant, I'd say. It flips gorgeously. The new bearing system never wants to stop moving. Like, these things just move like crazy. The blade itself moves before the handle even hits it. These ceramic bearings are insane. This is going to be a quicker review, like I said, because I have already reviewed this knife without the Flytanium. So I'm going to get right into the scoring system. I'm going to say that the ergonomics bump up to a 7. These handles are a bit more comfortable than the slippery original Lucha steel handles. Of course, they are still a little sticky, but they're still comfortable to hold as if you were using it as a tool or flipping it. The flippability shoots up to an 8 when it was a 5 before. That's because it's so much lighter. It's not slippery anymore, even though it's a little too sticky. You do a lot more tricks with this thing. The looks bumps up to an 8 as well. I think this knife looks really sleek. You throw some anodization on this titanium and it's going to look beautiful like this. And also, it pulls a lot of inspiration from the Benchmade 42, as everything does, but specifically hole and then 2 dots, but this has a hole and 2 dots in a vertical orientation instead of the horizontal orientation of the Benchmade 42. So I love the inspiration from these handles. And then lastly, the materials and finish is a solid 9 out of 10. The titanium is super high quality. The ceramic bearings still provide this with the best play I've ever had in a butterfly knife. Bearings systems are insane. and it just looks beautifully sleek, and it feels beautifully sleek, which is what you'd expect from a 9 out of 10 expensive butterfly knife.
Oh, I totally forgot to say the total score. The new total score for the Kershaw Lucha Flytanium is 32, and that bumps it up from the 25 it was with the original version, and that is a great bump up.
So that's my review of the Kershaw Lucha Fly Tie. If you guys want me to review anything else, please leave a suggestion in the comments. Let me know what you'd like to see, or if you have any suggestions of how I should do these, my scoring, any of that, and I'll see you in the next video.